Hello, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Sean, good to see you. Vibrate high. Greetings. Stella, good to see you. Big Nib 222. Hello, hello. Natalie, hello. You guys, so good to see you. Tina, Sam, Angel, Cobra, Dooley. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Hello, hello, RGG, REGGFX, Reg. I think we have some good news to talk about today. Christy, I think we have some good news. While we go ahead and get started, I'm going to play a little bit of music. Let me know where around the world you are logging in from. My name is Danny. This is World for Freedom News. What's up, everybody? We got North Carolina in the house, Texas, Idaho, New York City, Massachusetts, Colorado Springs, Indiana, Arizona, New Mexico, Kentucky, Michigan, Florida, Colorado, California, Mississippi, Michigan, Israel, the Ozarks, LA, Canada, what's up, Geneva, South Carolina, Philadelphia, Montana, Arizona, West Virginia, North Carolina. We got Canadians in the house. We got the Scottish in the house. What up, Scotland in the house? Tennessee, Florida, San Bernardino, Sydney, Australia. Put another shrimp on the Barbie. New Jersey, Nebraska, Oregon. We got people coming on in from the moon. West Virginia, New Hampshire, Louisville, Kentucky, New Zealand, Los Angeles. Happy Wednesday, you guys. So yesterday I downloaded Red Notebook or whatever it's called. And I was going to do a video today and go, Ni hao, Xing Shang Shu, Danny, or exactly how you say my name is in Mandarin Chinese. And I practiced it over and over. Ni hao, Xing Shang Shu Zhu, Danny, or however you say it, okay? The next day, every single freaking app, you guys, American social media apps, my searches on Amazon, everything was in freaking Mandarin Chinese. Okay, so this idea that TikTok is spying on us, but yet I say ni hao in the confines of my own bedroom, ni hao, xing shang shu, Danny, like 20 times last night. I wake up. And let me tell you, and I know I'm saying that wrong, okay? But let me just tell you, I wake up, everything's in Mandarin Chinese. Even my TikTok now, I can't even, when I go to do a caption, it's in characters. It's in Mandarin characters. I had to click through each character to find the classic font that I like because it was no longer in English. All Mandarin, Instagram was in Mandarin, characters on X, and I'm going, okay. TikTok's the one spying on us, and yet all my apps and all of my searches from saying ni hao, zing zong zung shu, or however I'm saying, I was saying it wrong, by the way. All of that for one day, not even 20 minutes, and now everything's in Mandarin Chinese, and I'm supposed to believe that TikTok is spying on me. And by the way, I think we all know, even if they are, I don't care. You're listening to me about planning my future trip coming up? Great. Send recommendations on my For You feed. You know that I'm not a fan of Biden? Great. Send me some MAGA stuff, some Maha stuff. Okay? It's like so ridiculous, this lie going around that, China is this huge threat and we've been on Red Note now, right? We've been on Red Note for a couple days. We love each other. People posting pictures of their dogs, 50 dogs being posted. Everybody's welcoming. They gave a welcome note back to all the TikTok refugees, as they call it. It might be one of my favorite trends since the fuck? I think it might be. So yes, I am on Red Note, WFF News. You can find me there. Although I have to be honest, I don't know how much longer I can be on before everything turns Mandarin on my phone, okay? It's absolutely crazy. Now, what is going to happen with TikTok? What do I think is going to happen with TikTok? What are the whisperings around town about TikTok? Okay, so TikTok is supposed to be banned thanks to the Biden-Harris administration. Just a lovely farewell. They gave a farewell speech tonight, which we're going to go over. Biden gave a farewell speech tonight. But his final legacy will be trying to ban everything. Look, just now, oh, it's you guys following me on Redbook. I was like, right now, people on the app are reaching out. Yeah, follow me there, Red Note. Red Note, thank you guys for the follows on Red Note already. Ni hao. Ni hao. Okay, so what do I think is going to happen with TikTok? It's hard to say. I will say I started downloading my videos today just to go on some other apps. I'm on Instagram, I'm on X, and now I'm on Redbook. But Red Note. But I don't think TikTok's going to be gone. Okay? And I think that if it's gone, it's going to be gone a day. Me personally, I'm getting a little Valentine's, Pocahontas, notebook. I'll be coming on in from Japan, if you know what I mean. I'll be connected from Japan, and I will be zinging on in on a private network, if you know what I mean. That's the thing. Everybody's like going to Redbook. I'm like, I've got my Valentine private notebook set up. Okay? But I don't think it's going to go anywhere, and I think it might go somewhere for a day at most. And again, I've voiced you my concerns about them banning it on the day of the inauguration. I find that to be very, very odd. What information don't they want us sharing? What will we see at the inauguration? Will there be Dior bags flying around? Will there be cyber trucks exploding? I don't know. You got your Valentine private notebook this past Sunday. That's what I'm talking about. See, there are ways. There will be ways. More Luigi. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen. What I do know is that I believe that this app is going to be saved, whether it is on the 20th or it is previously. Look at TikTok has spoken. All the millennials, all the Gen Zs and Xers, everybody out there, they're all going out and they're all downloading Redbook. Okay? Well, guess what? Now the senators are coming together and they're going, oh, we need to do a 229 delay. I think either that's going to happen. I think that another option is that the Supreme Court sends it back down to an appeals court, which basically puts it into a limbo stage, which would be another 200 and something days. Or I think Donald Trump could be the knight in shining armor. Will you be my hero, baby? Or however that song goes. I know that wasn't good. I could tell I was very off. I already don't have a good one, but that was really bad. But the hero song, Enrico Iglesias, I think. I think that he is going to save TikTok, whether he gives it a 60 or 90 day. The Washington Post did a story on it. I reported it today. He's out there saying he will sign an executive order on the 19th so that as soon as he's inaugurated, TikTok will be saved and the ban will be delayed, or the sale of TikTok will be delayed. So we will see what happens. But I think the fact that Americans can just go en masse, go and download Redbook, ni hao, and download a completely different app, says it all. There are some hilarious videos out there of people downloading the different apps and specifically Redbook. And I think it made the American government realize, oh shit, we don't have control. Actually, Shou Chew, the CEO of TikTok, has actually been working with us and we had a better relationship than we thought. But listen to this hilarious TikTok that was done. I absolutely love this. Listen to this.
Ni hao, wodo means sure. Tally. I'm already learning over there. I don't feel no type of way about the TikTok ban. I'm already a Chinese citizen. I'm trying to get up in there. They already done lied and tricked us, telling us China did this, China did that. We walked over there. China said, hey, y'all. They was over there like, let me teach y'all my language so y'all can get into it. Now I was a little nervous at first, but now we all on Shahan Shul. We all over there on that red no app. It's real cool over there. But I still like TikTok because that man, he really fought for us. I ain't never seen a Chinese man fight for us a day like that in my life. Never. So I'm going to be having fun over there. They just mad because we learning so much. Y'all keep tricking us. Y'all already told us Africa look like the slums. Africa is beautiful. Y'all done told us Chinese people, they are enemies. They happy to see us. They said we was their enemies the whole time. So basically, we've been getting played in America. They thought they was going to take away an app that's owned by a man that's in China, and we was just going to accept that. Nah, we done packed up our bags, and we done moved over there to a real Chinese app, and then now they finna take all our data. Oh, when they take my data, they going to see a lot of XXX on there. They going to judge me real bad, but we ain't really got nothing to hide because what are they going to find from Americans? Well, from using iPhones, we don't even know what's going on over here. We done got lied to our whole life. Now we woke. Now they mad. Now they trying to extend the ban because now they like, oh, no, they don't went on the Chinese app for real. Nah, we good over there. We good. We chilling. We cool. I don't feel away. Y'all going around interviewing everybody about their little app stuff. TikTok. That's cool. I'm going to find me a boyfriend over there. I'm going to get like 2 or 3. I gotta learn more about the culture. I gotta learn Mandarin. All I know how to say is ni hao, and the other thing I said what means is shu. My name is. I learned how to say that. Hopefully they got a Starbucks over there. When I'm done with this court case, I'm moving over there too. Hopefully they ain't all short like America try to make them. I need me a tall one. But we gonna get on here and I'm gonna act right. You ready?
So that is just one of the like hundreds of hilarious, funniest videos I've ever seen. Ni hao. And if you weren't here in the beginning, I was practicing my ni hao last night to film a video. And now all my apps, the American apps, the TikTok apps, my Google search, everything is in frickin' characters. I can't search shit. Today when I was doing a video, I go to make a caption. I couldn't find the classic font. I had to click character, oh, not that one, character, oh, that script, character, until I finally found classic. All my stuff is changed. So the idea that the Chinese are spying on us when every single app, Instagram now is in Mandarin, X is now in Mandarin, TikTok is in Mandarin, Amazon is in Mandarin. I'm telling you, they're all listening to us. I had a 30-minute session with a YouTube video teaching me how to say, hi, my name is Danny. I practice it for 30 minutes. I wake up this morning, everything's in Mandarin. Everything is in Chinese. I can't even Google things anymore right now. I had to bring out my laptop to do some real work. I went into the settings. It says I'm in English, but yet when I go to edit my videos, all in Mandarin. So now I'm like, can I keep the red notebook? Can I keep, what is it, red book? I don't even know the real name. But anyways, it's an interesting time. I don't think that TikTok is going to be red note. Thank you. Red note. I don't think that TikTok is going to be permanently banned. Look, we've got 2 days now, basically. We've got Thursday and we got Friday for the court system to say something. Now, in that Washington Post article that came out with Donald Trump saying that he wanted to, save the app, it's either executive order or he can tell his Attorney General Pam Bondi to not enforce the law. It's one of 2 ways, and he can use both. I think that all of these people appointed by Trump they're ready for duty. You know what I mean? They're like, yes, sir. Kash Patel, yes, sir. You got RFK Jr. up here, yes, sir. And speaking of RFK Jr., don't you think it's a little odd that right before Donald Trump becomes president, and also, let's just say it, He's basically been the pseudo president since he was elected. Everybody's getting in line now that Donald Trump was elected. Donald Trump was elected. He ran on drill baby drill, and the EU came out 2 days later and they said, we just want to announce that we're no longer buying our oil from Russia. We're going to be buying it from Donald Trump in the United States. It's a better deal and it's cleaner. Okay, thank you for being here. Everybody suited up. Oh yeah, we want a peace deal. We want a peace deal. We want to buy your oil. Everybody's getting in line and saluting. And now all of a sudden, the United States is doing the same. The FDA is coming out banning red dye 40, pretending that they give a shit about you right before RFK Jr. comes in. They're like, we better do something. RFK Jr.'s coming in. Maha is happening. Make America healthy again. What are we going to do? Let's ban something. Let's ban red dye 40, the most obvious thing that every other country has banned because it's a known carcinogen. And by the way, people think, oh, that's just in candy and that's just in syrups and cereal. No, it's in yogurt. It's in protein bars. It's in a bunch of stuff you don't even realize because they want a special color to it. I don't even think they want a color. If you want a red color, you could use beet juice. You know, from beets. There's something bigger at play here. But now all of a sudden today, the FDA bans red dye 40 and Donald Trump comes out and Donald Trump tweets, big news coming. We've got a ceasefire deal between Hamas and Israel. And then after he says this, Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, comes out of the rainforest in Brazil to make a press conference and he takes credit for it. He says, yes, we stopped. What time is it? Where's my froyo? Where's my soft serve cone? Yes, we made a deal. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. And honestly, I don't know that it's him. And I've been saying that for a long time. Did we get the double chin today? Was the chin falling off? Did we get long lobes or short lobes today? Did we get brown eyes or blue eyes? Did we get a 6'1" or a 5'10" Biden? I don't know, but I don't know if he knows who he is, and I don't know if I know who he is. But what I do know is that he's gone. TikTok, not the app, but just TikTok until his final days in office. But today, he made his farewell speech. Joe Biden, he delivered his farewell speech, and he had some warnings for everybody. He had some warnings. And one of his warnings was social media cracking down on misinformation. We know you want that because we know you're the one responsible for this damn ban, Biden. Yeah, what did you do in this presidency? Hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine. Check. Continued the war between Ukraine and Russia. Check. Continued funding the war between Israel and Hamas. Check. Borders open, 13 million illegal immigrants. Check. Migrant cities. Check. Sanctuary cities. Check. Increased crime. Check. All-time high inflation. Check. All-time high credit card debt. Check. All-time high gas prices. Check. All-time high grocery prices. Check. Oh, and the ban of the TikTok app. You will go down as the sleepiest, most lost, worst president in history. That's my opinion. Worst in history. I don't care what the hairy sissons out here are telling you because they're paid by pallet management, ladies and gentlemen. They're paid by an arm of the DNC, and I really don't care. I can't wait to see you go. I can't wait to see you drift off. But these were some of his lasting words. Listen to this about free speech and misinformation. Listen to this.
I'm equally concerned about the potential rise of a tech industrial complex that could pose real dangers for our country as well. Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power. The free press is crumbling. Editors are disappearing. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit. We must hold the social platforms accountable to protect our children, our families, and our very democracy from the abuse of power.
I just got to rewind that, and then we're going to stop it bit by bit. Here we go.
I'm equally concerned about the potential rise of a tech industrial complex that could pose real dangers for our country as well.
The tech industrial complex that raises real issues for our country? I'm sorry, did you say the war industrial complex? I'm so concerned. What else?
Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation.
Yeah, Americans were buried by an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation that you fed us. Take this experimental medical treatment to slow the surge. Wear masks to slow the surge. Lock down. Stand 7 feet apart. Listen to the God of science, Dr. Anthony Fauci. The laptop is not real. The amount of misinformation and disinformation that this administration has shoved down my throat. I am so full of misinformation and disinformation from you, President Biden. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Oh, vitamins won't take care of it. Comorbidities aren't the cause. It's unbelievable. Okay? The borders are closed. Oh my God. Oh my God. He actually said that. You want to talk about the avalanche of misinformation and disinformation? The borders, nobody's crossing the borders. Then all of a sudden you go on X and you see caravans of people, hundreds of thousands of military-age males crossing the border. Okay? Where are they going? You see New York almost went red because of the migrant problems in New York before Cardi B spoke out at a Kamala Harris campaign rally, because we know she was bought and paid for so her Diddy secrets didn't come out or something like that. You know she was speaking out against the sanctuary cities. Everybody was. The amount of misinformation and disinformation that's coming out is crazy. Kamala Harris is going to flip Iowa? Oh my God! I mean, the amount of stuff that came out was just insane. You know who I think Person of the Year should be? Somebody in a tinfoil hat. Time magazine needs to put a tinfoil hat wearing person on the front of Time magazine, because all of my conspiracy theories have run out because they've all come true. That should be Person of the Year. We the people that said, I don't know that your experimental medical treatment is working. And it's also weird that turbo cancers are on the rise. I don't think Kamala Harris is going to win Iowa, but no, a very credible journalist said it, so it has to be true. I mean, it's just crazy. Let's continue with this quote. Went off on a little rampage there.
Enabling the abuse of power.
Abuse of power? Are you talking about the banana republic that we just went through for the last 18 months where you were prosecuting your political opponent? Oh, a different abuse of power. Sorry, continue.
The free press is crumbling.
The free press is crumbling? Or the mainstream media, aka the propaganda arm of the Democratic Party, is crumbling? Because that's what I think is happening. I think free speech is on the rise.
Editors are disappearing.
Editors are disappearing? Or is Klaus Schwab going up in a corner because all of the bigwigs, Bezos, Zuckerberg, Musk, are skipping out on the WEF conference and attending the inauguration instead?
Social media is giving up on fact-checking.
Really? I'm pretty sure there's community notes. Is social media giving up on fact-checking, or is social media giving up on you?
The truth is smothered by lies, told for power and for profit.
Kind of like when you told us climate change was the biggest threat to humanity. Yes, climate change was the biggest threat to humanity. Not you funding war around the world and dropping bombs all over the place. Is that good for climate change? Not you telling us that the fires in Maui are climate change and that the fires in LA are climate change. No, are you talking about being smothered by those lies or something else?
We must hold the social platforms accountable to protect our children.
You must hold social media platforms accountable? No. This is the area where we hold you accountable. We hold you accountable. You're not going to ban our apps. You're not going to take away our social media. You can try, but something else is going to pop up. Ni hao, we're on Red Note now. Okay? We're on Red Note now. We're going to go to Rumble. We're going to go to Twitter. We're going to go wherever. And I don't think it's going to be gone that long. We are actually shielding our families and our friends from your abuse of power. Let's continue.
Our families and our very democracy from the abuse of power. I'm equally concerned about the potential rise of a tech industrial complex that could pose real...
Oh, that's the end. Okay, that's the end of that one. This is another quote. Another thing that he said, that Congress should not be able to trade stocks. Wow, how convenient. You're vice president for 8 years, you're president for another 4, and now all of a sudden you got 1 day left in office and you're saying trading stocks as a congressman and woman is bad.
We need to get dark money. That's that hidden funding behind too many campaigns contributions. We need to get it out of our politics. We need to enact an 18-year time limit, time and term, for the strongest ethics and the strongest ethics reforms for our Supreme Court. We need to ban members of Congress from trading stock while they're in the Congress.
We know we need term limits. We're looking at you babbling. We can't even. What'd you say? We're not really sure. We know we need term limits. You 82-year-old freaking wandering off in the Brazilian forest telling us all this stuff that's, you're pumped up one day, you're pumped down the next. We don't know what's going on. We don't really know who you are. 1 chin, 2 chin, 1 ear, 2 ears, blue eyes, brown eyes, 6'1", 5'10". Trust me, we need term limits.
We need to amend the Constitution to make clear that no president is immune from crimes that he or she commits while in office.
Well, we know that because we know there's some crimes that every single president in history has committed. But you're not going to amend the Constitution now on your way out. We would like the Constitution to stay where it is. And we would like the First Amendment to be honored in this country, freedom of speech. Bring back TikTok. It's the end of the Biden era. It's hilarious. He sits here and he tells us he's worried about, we know you're worried about misinformation. Well, you know what we're worried about? Censorship. We're worried about losing our freedom of speech. It is the end of that era. Let freedom of speech reign. Whether TikTok's banned for 1 day and President Trump comes in with an executive order on January 20th and then we're free, it's going to come back. They're not going to permanently ban TikTok. And you might think that, oh my God, she's Delulu. And maybe I am. But I think that Donald Trump loves TikTok too much. Stella, thank you for the glasses. And Chilled Kiwi, good to see you here. I may be naive. You're right. But I think Donald Trump likes to be the hero. And it's too profitable of an app. So whether it is back on the 20th for 60 days until he lets his best friend, buddy Elon Musk back in to buy it, mark my words, it's going to be app. It's going to be back. Okay, that's what I think. You can't ban something that 170,000 small businesses are on that goes against everything that you stand for. Even Mr. Wonderful saying it's not going anywhere. Here's another quote from tonight's farewell speech.
That's why my farewell address tonight, I want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern.
Chilled Kiwi, thank you.
This is a dangerous concentration, and that's a dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a very few ultra-wealthy people. And the dangerous consequences if their abuse of power is left unchecked. Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. We see the consequences all across America, and we've seen it before. More than a century ago, but the American people stood up to the robber barons back then and busted the trusts. They didn't punish the wealthy. They just made the wealthy play by the rules everybody else had to. That's why my fair...
Do you not realize that's what we did this election? You were the oligarchy. The American people rose up. We came together. We voted you all out. The Democratic Party were like, you're gone. You're out of here. And you're telling us to be fearful of Donald Trump? He's not even president yet. He already got a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. He's not even president, and yet he's out here making sure that our energy costs are going to be lowered by 50% by being energy independent and drill, baby, drill. He's out here. He's already got the EU buying our oil. We haven't even started to drill, baby, drill. He came out yesterday and said he's going to start the ERS on day 1, January 20th, the External Revenue Service. I'm sorry, if my taxes are dropped by $100, I'm going to be happy. But they could possibly go away? You can warn us all you want that we should be fearful of this, but you know what? I've never been more scared than when you were telling Americans that they had to take an experimental medical treatment in order to keep their job. That, oh, don't worry, we'll Uber you and we'll give you a Big Mac on your way home. Really? Is that the smartest thing to do during a pandemic? You think we should be eating Big Macs? Oh no, but listen to this. I've never been more fearful than listening to a leader spit very concerning propaganda at us that if people weren't vaccinated, all of a sudden they're the enemy. Okay? The Democratic Party is all my body, my choice. My body, my choice. Unless it came to the experimental medical treatment, then all of a sudden it was the torches in the air. Get 'em! I'm so happy to see you gone. And everything that you're trying to warn us about, you did. It reminds me in 2016 when you got on the debate stage with Donald Trump and you said, if we elect Donald Trump again, we're going to get in war with Russia. What the hell happened with you? Maui burned down. North Carolina flooded. LA is burned down. You can tell me all you want that that's climate change. But that doesn't mean I'm going to believe you. Josh Green, Governor Josh Green, slippery, slimy Governor Josh Green, announced a state of emergency 3 weeks before the fires in Maui. They have the largest emergency sound system in the world. Their chief of police just happened to get there 2 years before, and he was the guy that oversaw what happened on the Vegas Strip during the mass casualty situation there. He also was the coroner. They shut down and made a blackout situation. They had checkpoints. There were plans for a smart city. Then, Maui 2.0, LA Haina, Lahaina, LA. Same thing, same playbook, and instead of slippery, slimy Governor Josh Green, you got slippery, slimy Governor Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass. Smirking. We're going to rebuild. We're going to rebuild. Shut the... Get out of here. I want to see them out of here in some freaking handcuffs. My grandma with dementia in a hospital bed had to evacuate her home this weekend. And I know people that lost their lives. I know people that lost their homes. And you're going to tell me, Joe Biden, that we need to be fearful of who's coming in? Don't you get it? Why do you think Americans don't care if China steals their data? We don't know what the hell's going on anyways. We can't afford groceries. This is our reprieve. You think we can care about that when our cities are burning down and you're giving us $700 and saying, it's okay? We're not fearful anymore. We live in this world. trying to keep us down. If there's a guy coming out that's saying he wants to ban or save the TikTok, there's a guy out here that's saying, I want your energy costs to be cut. I want cryptocurrency to thrive. I want to get rid of the IRS. I want to go into a United States golden era. I want a clean house in the government. Guess what? That sounds pretty freaking good to me. You're going to make my groceries less. You're going to bring down interest rates. You're going to bring down inflation, gas prices, grocery prices. You're going to stop the wars. You're going to close the borders. Guess what? Let's give it a try. You're going to bring in RFK Jr. to make America healthy again. But no. Joe Biden, in his farewell speech, said, be fearful. You know what I have to say to you? Adios, sayonara, au revoir, aloha, arrivederci, farewell, be gone. See you later. Tommy, thank you for the pink dress. You know, if TikTok isn't banned, I'll do a live. I'll wear a pink dress. We'll get out here. We'll throw a frickin' party, okay? We'll throw a frickin' party. It'll be great. Now, I love Scott Jennings. Scott Jennings on CNN. He's just always on point. I haven't listened to this clip yet, so we're going to be listening to it together. But this was his immediate response of Joe Biden's farewell speech. Listen to this.
I think the way he's leaving office has been, frankly, pretty terrible. He's going to be remembered for a few things. But politically, it's mostly for when he was vice president, he and Obama sort of ushering in the Trump era initially. And then as he's leaving office as president, bringing back Trump and Trumpism stronger and more popular than ever. Today, Biden has like a 61% disapproval, and Trump is over a 50% approval and more popular, and his ideology is more popular than it's ever been. If everything you say is true, the Democrats should have had no trouble getting reelected in this election, yet they were.
It's an issue of a communications failure.
I know, and for Democrats, it's always been about communication and no introspection
Barry,
about the policies that led to him leaving office as one of the most unpopular presidents. When I watch this tonight, I remain astonished that he, his family, and other people around him thought he could ever run for another term. I mean, there's no way he could serve another 6 months, let alone another 4 years. The fact that they pursued that farce for as long as they did, to me, remains one of the most astonishing things about this term.
And people said we were out of our minds when we were calling him Sleepy Joe until that historic presidential debate. And then everyone's like, oh shit. Plug in Kamala. That didn't work very well for them either. So Joe Biden, we've got, 5 days left? Since Donald Trump was elected president, there's been a lot of weird things that have happened. Okay, I'm just going to name some off the top of my head. For one, like within the first couple of weeks, first he met with Donald Trump and said, we're going to have a peaceful transition of power. Remember? And there was that smiling, and we're like, wow, he's just really happy Kamala didn't win because we know things aren't good there. Then, all of a sudden, next thing you hear, Joe Biden has approved Ukraine to use long-range missiles on Russia. And I was like, here we go. Putin said it 100 times. He said, if the United States approves long-range missiles in Russia, it's World War III. But I think Donnie must have gave him a call from the PJ and said, look, you know what they're trying to do. You know what the globalists are trying to do. I'm close. We're going to end this war. We're going to get rid of this. Don't worry. Okay, I'm going to clean this up. Please don't start World War III. But that was the first weird thing. I'm like, oh my God. He is doing exactly what Putin told him what to do to escalate the war. And that whole thing is just such a disaster. Not a NATO ally. And then the last thing we did, we gave a $50 billion loan to Ukraine. Who's paying that back? Is Zelensky going to go back to his SNL tap dancing days to make a little money on the side? Give me a break. But anyways, we used the long-range missiles, right? Then it was bird flu, everybody. The quademic. And everybody is sick right now, by the way. I had to go buy a snowboarding jacket today at Dick's. Look, I don't like germs. I was checking out and I was way back. I'm using Apple Pay from afar. I get in my car, freaking spray everything. I almost sprayed him. Okay, people are sick, but they go quademic. Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency in California over the bird flu. And I go, here we go again, here we go. So first, World War III, that was an attempt. Then it was another pandemic. And it's so coincidental. It really is, isn't it? Isn't it crazy that every time Trump could get into office, a pandemic breaks out? I mean, really, truly, what are the odds of that? Bird flu's been around now 2 years, 20 years, who knows? But state of emergency in California, by the way, right before the fires. Just like there was a state of emergency in Maui right before their fires. It's weird. I wonder if it's like a smoke signal. Like the governor's letting the globalists know, like sending it in the sky. We're getting ready. We're getting ready. I don't know. Weird order of operations there. Another coincidence. But then there was the pandemic. And everybody was really afraid of that. We get through Christmas. We get through Hanukkah. We get through the holidays. TikTok bans looming. And then New Year's Day. Boom! New Orleans. Boom! Las Vegas. Just one thing after another. And then, of course, the most tragic situation. Oh, the drones. Thank you, Paul Sebastian. Let's not forget the drones. Aliens are coming. Project Bluebeam is here. So we have pandemic, World War III, Project Bluebeam. Oh, and now there's terror going on. Now there's terror going on. And then, nope, that didn't work. We got to have a climate change disaster. Climate change disaster. Climate change disaster. And California goes ablaze, and we're still dealing with that here. And the Luigi Mangione. It's just been one thing after another since he was elected president. And look, we've got 5 days left. 5 days is a long time. So be prepared. But do I think that's a coincidence? No, I don't. I think the rats are in the corner. They don't like it. They see Kash Patel coming in. They see Pam Bondi coming in. They see RFK Jr. coming in. They see Tulsi Gabbard coming in. They see Elon Musk coming in. And Vivek Ramaswamy. And I don't think they like it very much. So now the farewell speech is fear rhetoric. Be fearful of what's coming. No, we feared you. We didn't want you. We're done with you. You want to ban TikTok. You want the war between Ukraine and Russia. You want the open borders. You want to pretend that climate change is the biggest threat to humanity while you're dropping bombs around the world. You. Bye-bye. At some point, you just got to take a risk on something else. What's the saying? If you do the same thing over and over again, it's called insanity. Nancy Carmelli, thank you for the glasses. So we'll see what's going to happen. We don't know. I'm on Red Note. Okay? I'm on Red Note now. I'm on Instagram now. I'm on X now. So
Ni hao.
that's what I'll be saying now. Ni hao.
Wada means a shoe.
Wada means a shoe. Danny. Ni hao. Wada means a shoe. Danny, WFF News. Come find me, okay? If we have to learn Mandarin, we'll be learning Mandarin. Okay? We'll do what we gotta do. But we will persevere. I'll be making videos. And I've got my Valentine private notebook, Okay? Take those 3 letters. And I'll be coming in from Japan, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be coming in from Japan on my Valentine private notebook. I think we'll have a day, if at most. The next 2 days are really going to determine if the courts are going to do anything before. Ergo Love, I love it. See those Mandarin characters? I did ni hao last night, 30 minutes. All my shit's in Mandarin now. I couldn't even edit my TikTok video this morning. I couldn't even go on X. Everything's in Mandarin. I go, oh my God. It's not just China listening to us, it's the whole phone. Everybody's listening. But I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be okay. I think if it gets to January 20th, Donald Trump's going to save it. So don't worry about that. It's WFF News on Red Note. But look, I love you guys. I thank you guys. And we really have a fun community here. It's fun getting on every night. It's fun talking to you guys. It's fun talking about what is going on in the world. We might miss a couple days, but I really believe we're gonna have a crazy five days ahead of us. I really do. I think stuff's gonna be popping off. And then I think after that, let's slowly enter into that golden era. Let's start counting those coins. Let's start cutting those taxes. Let's start that crypto pop. Let's start ending those wars. Energy independent. I'm excited. I feel hopeful. And you know, I remember one time my grandma that has dementia that I was talking about earlier. When I always loved my grandma. Beverly is her name. I love Beverly so much. She was like my best friend. And we'd go out to coffee and I'd say, Grandma, and I'd ask her all these questions. I'd say, what do you think about this? What type of a guy do you think I should look for? What do you think life's about? Do you believe in God? Do you da-da-da? And I said, Grandma, things are so scary in this world. I don't even remember what was going on. But, you know, lived through 9/11, lived through a couple recessions, whatever it was. I said, Grandma, do you think the world's going to end? And my grandma said, throughout history, people always think the end is coming. When Hitler was in power, they thought it. When the Great Depression happened, they thought it. There's different things throughout history. Everybody always thinks that. But the good always wins. Things will always work out. And I believe that. I really, really do. I think it's easy to get in this and we go, oh my gosh, this world is so overwhelming. Because it can be every day. It's like something new, right? Which is lucky for me that I'm not a fashion influencer because I'd run out of outfits. But the news, ladies and gentlemen, the news is popping off. Every day I got something new. Especially lately. I'm like waking up, I'm like, ooh, wait, what are we going to talk about today? Jill Biden had to escort Biden off the stage and he put on a MAGA hat. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. I mean, something every single day. But my whole point in this is that there's always throughout history times where humans are fearful of the future. And no matter what religious text you believe in, fear not. Do not fear. We have each other, and there's so many good people in the world. It feels sometimes like there's a lot of evil people because maybe their voices are magnified a little bit. But at the end of the day, every Harry Potter movie, every Star Wars movie, every Marvel movie with a bad guy and a good guy and the evil forces and the good forces, you think the evil's gonna win until the very end, and the good always wins. I don't care if it's Hunger Games putting up the whistle. I don't care if it's the Ants movie when the ants stand up against the grasshopper. We're in this together. Around the world, there's good people everywhere. We know this from Red Note, right? We know this from TikTok. We know this from social media. We're all connected now. And I think that's the biggest threat. If we're all connected around the world as a world for freedom, name of my page, it's a lot harder for the industrial war complex. It's a lot harder for the bad actors to create a narrative, to start horrible things. Because we go, no, my friends, we go, no, hold on one second. Ni hao? Everything okay over there? And they go, ni hao? Yes. No matter where it is. Okay? So we will always win. The good will always win. I think that the TikTok ban is going to go away. And however this plays out, I want to thank each and every one of you for bringing love and light into my life. I love going live so much. I love TikTok so much because I love connecting with everybody. It's been so fun, and I think we're just getting started. But if we're banned for a day or two and you don't got your Valentine private notebook set up, then maybe it'll be a couple days. And I just want to say, God bless you guys. Always stay positive. Don't listen to them telling you to be fearful. We got nothing to fear because at the end of the day, there's a lot of light in this world. There's a lot of love in this world. There's a lot of good in this world. You treat your neighbor good, your family good. Connect with the good people, whether it's on this app, on a different app, or in real life. Say hi to somebody that's lonely. Lift somebody up. Tell them you love their smile. Tell them they have pretty eyes. Say hello. I hope you have a great day. Spread love. That's my message. So, God bless you guys. I want to thank you guys for being here. I will be on every single day until whatever happens. And if it's not banned, we're going to have a party, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to bring out those strobe lights like I did on New Year's Eve. Dancing, yeah. That'll be us. So before I get off, I want to say a quick prayer. Dear God, dear angels, I just want to pray for the people around the world. I want to pray for the people in LA, in the LA area, in Southern California, all the people that are dealing with the devastation from these fires. It's awful. It's evil at play. What happened is just so horrible. And to all the people that are suffering, whether it's from bad air quality or losing everything, loved ones, pets, family members, or their homes, we pray that you wrap their angel wings around them. We pray that you comfort them. And we pray that they have a positive path forward, Lord. We want to pray for all the people that are in war zones around the world. If they're homeless, if they're hungry, that you provide shelter, that you provide food. We want to pray for world peace. We want to pray that the wars end. We want to pray for all the people around the world that are dealing with a sickness, a disease, a cancer, an autoimmune, whether it's ADHD or autism or Alzheimer's or dementia or fatty liver or obesity or cancers or Parkinson's or eating disorders or depression or loneliness, that you lead them to a path of healing. We want to pray for all the good people in the world to unite and band together. All the light in the world to unite, to fight against the evil and the darkness, to stand up, to snuff out the darkness, to snuff out the evil. We say this in your name. We want to pray, no plagues, injuries, evil weapons formed against us shall prosper. We want to thank you for our lives and ask that you put gratitude and positivity into our hearts. And we say this in your name, amen. God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the follows. And we'll be on tomorrow reporting the news. We'll see what's going on. Follow me on Red Note. Ni hao. Follow me on Instagram, just in case. Follow me on X, just in case, WFF News. You'll see my videos there. God bless you guys. Happy Wednesday night. We'll see what we have in store tomorrow. I'll see you guys then. Bye now. Thank you guys for 100,000 likes. Bye.